Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm with Lisa B, live in the studio, coming to us live from beautiful Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Lisa, good morning.
Good
You,
morning. Thank you for
how
having
you?
me today.
Well, thanks very much for joining us. How you doing?
Good. It's the
Great,
opposite temperature to you.
right?
Absolutely boiling hot, beautiful.
Is it
And it's the
nice?
opposite where
Nice.
you are.
Well, it got to minus 15 here yesterday, so that was pretty cold. But I've actually started a new diet, a 30-day diet, which is going pretty well. So far, I've already lost 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's going great. Yeah, what about you?
See,
You said you've joined the
king
gym,
in the desert. I have. I've been every
right?
day for 7 days now, but I'm going like,
That's
look, no
good.
results yet. No results. I know it's only
No,
been 7 days, but it's happening. It's happening.
right, right. And you got to
Yes.
stop
Yes.
eating burritos and all of that
Yeah,
stuff,
no,
do you? Or yeah,
that's
it's all
the
the
thing. Yeah, you do.
diet side of it.
It's got to be the whole thing. It's got to be the lifestyle change. That's what
There
it
you
is.
go. There you go. Now, I wanted to track you down. I mean, you and I are mates anyway, but I wanted to track you down because I've been hearing a lot of talk about EXP, and people are asking me about it, and agents are because I mean, and I should obviously give the warning. Please do not listen. If you hate money, do not listen to this
No, don't.
episode. Do not listen to the answers that Lisa's about to give us. Um,
That's right.
so yes, it's not what you make; it's what you keep. There is a huge move, and the traditional real estate model is being challenged left, right, and centre at the moment. Can you give us a little bit of an overview about what EXP is all about?
Absolutely. And I'm sorry I haven't told you about this before, Ray. It's sort of, yeah, it's kind of 3 years ago I joined DXP here in Australia,
Yes.
and it's been amazing. The lives that have been changed with this model. And like you said, if you want to make more money, don't join. If you want to have more time
Yep.
off, don't join. If you want to have 5 ways of creating, or if you don't want to have 5 ways of creating an income, don't join.
And if you want to,
It's
if you want to be bossed around
Oh
by a
yeah,
boss,
don't.
yep,
Yeah, that's right. Stay where you are.
yep,
It's somewhere where you can be independent, but you've got,
yep,
a huge support team. You've got 89,000 agents in 24 countries. The
right,
longer I'm in this model, Ray, it's like a foundation for real estate agents to have their own business. So it's like a business in a box.
yep,
And when I first joined, that's what I saw was just the platform. It was like one sort of level. The
yep,
longer I'm in it, it's multi-levels.
right,
We're sort of different countries and things like that. Like we're growing into India now. Like there's a
yep,
depth to it that I never understood until I got into it. So
right, yep,
it's it's just been amazing for that. Agents now, the most they pay EXP is $25,000 a year commission instead of
right,
paying, if you want franchise, it might be 40% or 50% you're paying your boss.
yes,
Now it's a flat rate of 25 grand commission that you pay EXP.
yep,
There's small monthly fees and sort of administration fees, things like that. But you get a lot of support for that as well. It's amazing. You don't have to do trust accounting. All the things that you don't want to do, is
yep,
sort of taken care of for you.
yep.
Yeah, it's
I want to
brilliant.
say, let me say this early in the interview or early in the episode. If anybody's listening to this and you would like more information, please reach out to me, and I will
Mm.
set things up with Lisa. I'll also tell you about a very special package that I'm offering that will make your head spin. And can't say any more about that because it's confidential. But I can tell you on a private call what's involved, and
Game
I will
changer
connect
for
you.
your
Thank you.
growing.
Yep.
Yes,
And I'll connect you with Lisa, and you can learn more. So this is not
yes.
a blatant pitch. And you know what? EXP and the little I know about it in talking with Lisa, it's not for everybody. It is for the
No.
higher earners, I would say. It's for the self
Mm.
starters. And let me say something that I really like about it, Lisa. There's a couple of things I really like about EXP. There's a fabulous community that's
Mm.
a global community that's growing. There's some amazing people. There are some super high earners, top end, super agents who are EXP agents who are simply, like we said at the start of the show, if you're interested in earning more, then it's a no brainer. the other thing I love about it is so the community's fabulous, but there is also the opportunity to, you're actually investing in the company. It's a publicly traded company, isn't it?
It is
On the stock exchange.
on the NASDAQ.
And
Yeah.
on the NASDAQ, yep. And so you can you get shares, you can purchase shares. I won't get into all of that, but it is a very, very different model to anything that I've seen. And I think that's why it's really attracting a lot of these heavy hitters. Now, when I tell people about it, Lisa, they say, "Oh, yeah, that's just like Amway. It's like a pyramid scheme." Can you? What do you say when people say that to you?
Okay, pyramid schemes are when well, pyramid schemes are illegal for a start, but pyramid schemes are when you make money
Apart from that,
from sort of like, you're selling something and everybody gets a cut of that
right,
thing, right?
right,
With EXP, you don't have to participate in growing a team if you don't want to. So you can just
right.
stay in your lane and list and sell as much as you like, get the shares in the company and all that sort of thing. But
Yep,
if you feel that you have something to give back to other agents, if you feel that you have value and you want to, you want to grow a team where you can nurture people, where you can help people. And that's the culture of the company, is if, somebody joins, say you're in EXP, they join your team, you help that person, you help them thrive and all of that sort of thing within the company, but you don't have to do
yep,
it. So that
yep,
$25,000 that I mentioned before, the commission that you give EXP, right?
yep,
Out of that $25,000 is what we are rewarded with for growing the
yep,
company and growing our agents. So it's not
yep,
something, you would have paid that 25,000. We, at the moment, agents are paying 40 or 50% to their boss and getting nothing back, right?
yep, yep.
You pay that small percentage of that $25,000, and then the company will reward you for helping other agents. And that's what I love to do. That's what you love to
Okay,
do, Ray.
yep. Now, when
That's
you
what it
say
is.
team, that might be if I'm in, say, Glenelg, South Australia, if I'm in Adelaide, right, in Glenelg, you're not talking about necessarily growing a team in Glenelg. The team could be
Oh, no.
anywhere around Australia or actually
Yeah,
overseas. Yeah,
around the world.
I can use
Exactly.
my
So
connections.
in our
And this is
team,
passive income.
that's
This is without getting into all the details, but this is passive income when you're building a team. So
a
let me
recurring passive income.
yeah,
Yep.
this is how I've spoken to people about it, and I think it's really powerful. And I'll just say this publicly, and you can tell me if I'm out of line, but I like to think of things in 5-year grabs because 5 years goes by like that. Okay, so the example we talked about before we press record is because I said, Lisa, let's give a live example, right? So if I'm making 200,000 GCI with a company a year, right? I'm probably keeping about 100 of that. I might keep 110 or a bit more if I'm a good negotiator and I screw my boss down, but give or take,
Mhm.
it's about half, right? So
Yep.
with that example, with just 1 year, instead of earning only 100, I'm getting 175 or less. There's
Exactly.
a couple $100 monthly or whatever it might
Yeah,
be, but
huge.
that's it,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
so let's multiply that. So after 5 years, I've got 500,000. After
Mhm.
with on the traditional model, after 5 years with EXP, I've got 175 times five, whatever that works out to. So it's a whole lot more Bugs Bunny, isn't it? It's a whole lot more cash.
Absolutely. Plus the
Yeah.
opportunity costs of everything else. You're getting
Yep.
referrals and all that sort of thing as well because of our huge referral network in 24 countries. You're getting referrals. You can set up your own property management if you want, rather than just getting half a week's rent. You can set up your own property management department. You can actually outsource your property management. You're
Right.
getting your shares, which is building assets. So if you're working for a company now, you're not getting shares in the company. So there's different ways that the company rewards you and incentivize you. And when you said before that it's perfect for high performers, yes, it is, because you get the shares and all that sort of thing. But even
Yep.
people that are making 10, 15, 20 sales a year, it's perfect for them as well. It's sort of
Okay.
the reason that is because you are inspired by the rewards that you're offered. So people
Uh-huh.
that are making sales now, you got the opportunity to get $21,000 worth of shares for a little bit more
Yep.
work that you do, a few more
Gotcha.
sales.
Gotcha.
So
So
you can
that
be heavily
175,
incentivized.
that
Yeah,
175, I just because I didn't do it in my head, is actually it's after 5 years you've got $875,000 rather than $500,000. Plus, after
that's right.
5 years you've got a bunch of shares. Plus, after
Exactly
five
right.
years you could have people that you've recruited into your team. Just they could be mates, they could be friends or whatever. that you've recruited into your team. They're getting the training, they're getting the support, they're in the community. It is
That's
a win, 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 win all the way around, isn't it?
absolutely. And so,
Yeah.
you're in Canada. So, you can build a team in Canada. We're building teams in India right now, which is
Okay.
amazing. So,
Yep.
it's sort of like, so if you're an entrepreneur, you get to like focus on one thing. Because we just showed our tabs that we've got open on our computer, right? I've got
Yep.
about 25 tabs open, so have you. Entrepreneurs, we think that way. We've got tabs all over the place, and we can get things can get diluted because we're doing this over here and this over here and this over here. That used to be me. Now I can channel all of my energy, and I've got a whole lot of things going, but it's all in the one platform, right? So
Nice.
I'm in India, I'm in New Zealand, I'm in France, I'm in all these different places, but it's all in the one thing, so I get to
Gotcha.
grow one huge thing rather than being diluted around everywhere. And like you
Yep.
said, you're not just operating in your own postcode anymore. You still are as far as listing and selling goes, but you can be anywhere in the 24 countries that we're in.
Yep.
There's no borders. You work from home and all that sort of thing as well. So it's a completely different model. It's the traditional model turned on its head, and it's
Yep.
for the members. It really is about our
Um,
members.
so yeah, every time we've talked about this recently, and let's not get into names because we don't have permission to do that. But you've been telling me some stories. Is there somebody that sticks out as a recent story? Somebody
Oh
who's kind of
my
transformed their life,
gosh. Okay. One of our agents was going to drive Ubers last September because he
right?
was just like, I've had enough. I can't do this anymore. I've lost, just lost the enthusiasm. I just
Yep.
can't do this anymore. He joined us. He sold a property for $19.5 million because he was part of EXP because of the global network and all that sort of thing. I
Right.
think he's bought in to date now 250 grand since September
Wow.
in commission in unconditional sales. He's got a team in India. He's got a team in Victoria. And he's just a different person. Everybody's saying
Mm,
to him, "You've changed. What have you done?" And it's
mm,
like he has. It's gone
yeah.
from just not there to 100% there. And we've got so
Right.
many stories like that.
Yep.
Another lady who, when she joined us, wasn't confident at all. And now she's in herself. She's just absolutely blitzing it. She just got $21,000 worth of shares in the company. There's so many stories like that.
Yeah.
People
That's
that
awesome. Hey.
just see come into their own business and be able to make their own decisions. You can do creative marketing. You can do all
Mm,
of that sort of thing. And nobody's going to say, oh, take that down because, it's a wrong font or it's the wrong color or whatever, or it doesn't
yeah.
fit with
Yeah.
our brand.
Yeah.
As long as it's not offensive, you can be creative.
Yeah.
So, take control of your own business is
Yeah.
what agents are able to do. Make more money,
Yeah.
take control, help other people. Because that's what I love to do. And I know you love
Yep.
to do that.
Yep.
Right? If you
Well,
feel that you've got value to add, and that's the culture that you're creating as well, that you're helping other
yeah.
people that, that need it.
Yeah. It's real estate is all consuming, and to work in real estate, it is hard work. It's wonderful, but it is hard work. There's a
It
lot
is.
that's got to be done. You've got to be good at juggling a few balls in the air, as we all know, at the same time. There's a lot going on. It's a massive commitment. It's a commitment on you personally. It's a huge stress on your family. I know from my own personal experiences. I wouldn't say it ended my marriage, but I think it might have been a contributing factor.
Yeah.
And we can make it fit. But so the point I'm trying to make is because we work hard, and I think we deserve everything that we get in real estate because it is tough. So goodness, you want to make sure you're getting the best deal for yourself, right? Rather than supporting a
And your
team or
family.
whatever it might be. And look after your own thing. If that's some people are not suited to it. Some people would rather stay as part of a team. There might be a different setup. I totally get that. But if you're looking at that commission check every month and going, boy, the cost of living's increased a little bit of late. There's a lot going on, and the cost of living has gone through the bloody roof, just quietly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure I'm not
Yeah.
giving anybody any news, but
Yeah.
it's not what you make, it's what you keep. That saying goes. I think it is a little bit about what you make, but if you can keep more and you got a better deal, then I think this is worth thinking about. And starting point, like I said, is come and talk to me. Reach out to me, please. You could Ray at bestagentsiinc.com or just go to Top Agents Playbook, or you can find me on Facebook. Just go search Ray Wood Real Estate. I think I come up, or Best Agents or whatever. You'll find me, or through Jiggler. I'll tell you about the special package that I'm offering, which is pretty awesome.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm actually, you know why I can't talk about it? Because some other trainers are ripping off my stuff now. And saying that they do it and they don't. So I'm a little bit pissed, but a little bit flattered all at the same time. So in any case, that's what's going on. So yeah, I need to be a bit careful what I say, and because I'm a bit of an open book. I'm likely just to say stuff where I probably shouldn't. I need to be a little bit more whatever. Just a little more careful about getting that stuff out. But yes, so reach out to me. We'll set up a call with Lisa. Tell us what happens. Just take us through next steps once somebody makes a commitment. Say, okay, Lisa, I'm joining. Tell me what happens then.
They just so if they do sort of want to have a look, then I'll go through it like a personal situation. Like you said, it's not for everyone. Yep. So I'll be 100% honest. If I don't think it's going to suit someone, I'll tell them whatever. But we'll sort of talk through that. So once they do that, there's just a join application they fill in, whether or not they qualify. They've got to be fully licensed or commission only, qualify for that. Once they're onboarded, so then they're given, passwords to all of the software like RP Data, Agent Box, the bits and pieces, all of the business in a box. You get all those passwords and everything, and virtually you can be up and running in a couple of days. So if it's urgent, if you've got listings that need to go on, we can do it quicker. But yeah, we'll sort of guide you through and help you, what you need to have for your business. Sort of whatever you need, we'll accommodate.
Yep, we'll make it happen. Awesome. Okay, well, I think let's wrap it up. People can go from there. You've got a very good presentation that I've seen that you lay everything out very, very simply, answers all the questions. Plus, you've got your training and your real estate career and background, all your proven things as well. So, new people coming into Lisa B's team get to work with you, don't they?
That's right, exactly. Yeah. So, there's the value that you add, Ray, like you've got, your thing that we can't talk about that is out of this world, that everybody should jump on. Well, it is. It's amazing. Everything that you've got, the program, and you got me onto this other program, you're up on everything AI, everything technology, and that's the way we need to be to win the business. We can't go into being dinosaurs anymore, going into listing presentations. You've got to have automation, you've got to have all of those things, you've got to have you've got to have some sort of tech background or ideas. In this day and age. Otherwise, you are going to be a dinosaur and you're going to be left behind. So you're all on top of that. We're on top of that. So, we can help agents with that. We can help them with the model. We can help them with real estate. You and I have been around. How long have you been in real estate? I've been 30 years. You've been how long?
I've been a little while. I think, I have been, Well, I sold my first house when I was 18, I think. So that was back in the day. So that was a few years ago now. So yeah.
Not going to give it away. Yeah.
Well, I'm hesitating because I've got to take off my shoes to count up the years. So yeah.
Oh gosh, another dad joke. But I remember when I had my real estate office down in Wollongong, and I told you I had my electronic signboard thing up the top. I had big LED, light thing. And I remember you had your little book out, your little one-word things. And I remember I wrote to you and said, because I was thinking, what am I going to write on this thing? I just ran out of things to write. And I remember I said, can I just use your words on my screen? You went, not a problem at all. So I just had your words up on my screen. That would have been 30 years ago.
What were those words? Was it how to sell your home for more?
It was the tiny little book, and you just had little quotes in it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Like three lines
or
something.
The first incarnation of something. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, nice. So I remember doing that. I was like, oh, good. And just give it to the receptionist. Just take those words out and put them up on the thing. So
there we go.
Me a whole lot of time trying to think. So even back then, you helped me out. See?
Yeah, that was my pleasure. And look at us now, eh? Look at us
I know.
now.
Look at us now, all these
Um,
years later.
I'm going to let
Yeah.
you get into your day. Thank you so much. So it's always a blast talking to you, Lisa. Always have so much fun.
I know
And
we do.
let's, yeah, guys, if you're interested or you'd like to know more, like I said, reach out and I can tell you what's going on, and I can set up a call with Lisa, and you can learn more about keeping more money.
People need to hang around us more, Ray. They do, like, because
There
we're
we go.
fun,
Yep.
we're fun,
Well,
and
it is fun working with the group of agents that I work with, and we talk regularly. Sometimes we have group calls or individual calls, and they always end up in brainstorming sessions. But it's always a lot of fun. I love talking with like-minded people. I just love marketing.
too.
I like thinking of ways that we can engage people with what we do, and it's exciting. And like I said, real estate is not easy. Not everybody can do it. I guess if it were easy, everybody would be doing it, but it's not easy.
That's
So
right.
make sure you
You're,
get
you're
the compensation you deserve.
you're brilliant in that. You're brilliant in sort of your one-liners and thinking about things like that. But that's what I love. We can bounce ideas off each other, whether it's about business, whether it's about real estate, whether it's about
Sure.
marketing, about
Yep.
AI. And that's what we love to do. So yeah, I'd
Yep.
love to do some more. Yeah, the things that we've got planned going to be
Yep.
phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah,
More money, less work.
that's right.
Does that sound good?
Definitely,
So if you want more
definitely,
money and less work, reach out to me and Lisa. All right.
absolutely. All right.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you.
Have a beautiful day. See ya.
You too. Thanks. See ya.